Hey, what's up, Star fam? So many other things have been happening with me recently. Um, the main crazy ass thing is I finally found out that I've been basically having attachments to these Anunnaki beings that have been screwing with me telepathically. But I finally found out after due diligence and meditation and surrender to source that was happening. And one of the main causes to it was, I've talked about it in becoming a god in my video becoming a god. But Dolores Cannon talks about how there's these three waves of starseed beings, right, that enter Earth, and there's like this satanic revolution. Well, I was definitely trapped in that and thinking like, uh, because I've recognized my own power of manifestation very early on. I recognized it when I was 19 and then wound up in a mental institution, and they like put me on medication and stuff. But what I had to come to terms with is that I am Archangel Metatron, but I'm just a fractal of Archangel Metatron, and I just have an extremely high amount of energy, and I can manifest that in my surrounding reality. And that led me to believe that I was like the only source, creator being walking the surface of the planet, but that's completely untrue. And the Anunnaki beings are basically these beings that think that way, but they're always like in, I don't know. They work together. I don't. I'm still not. I don't, still fully don't understand everything about them. But a lot of them are these gods in history, and in these different pantheons, and they screw with you, and they use your energy, and they just try and take your energy because that's what their service to self beings instead of like fractals, of archangels that know that, the one source, is equal in all eyes, in every single being there's source, and you recognize that you are all connected through consciousness and light. And to be a light being is to be gifting that knowledge and light and the data and the coding, of your own vessel and your own light, and your own frequency, and you share that with others instead of manipulating people. And yeah, and like the Anunnaki beings are doing. But yeah, I basically, I I went to India and I got in contact with some higher dimensional beings that are beings of light that were completely in service to me, and not trying to manipulate me. And I was able to, after long hours of cleansing my vessel and meditating, doing Kriya yoga and doing regular yoga and hiking and going to the gym and walking and playing my saxophone, doing all these different forms of meditation, I was able to clear my energy field out enough to realize the discernment, or to be able to discern between truth and a falsehood, and that's what's been happening. And I found out that Sandalphon, Archangel Sandalphon, is the one that's been helping me the most. And the archangels are definitely real. They're just like, if you can imagine source as one source, single point. Sorry, I didn't mean to do like the Illuminati thing. Oh, jeez. Anyway, if you can imagine source as like one single point, like if this ball was source or whatever, there would be, once it split apart, there would be the energies of archangels, and Metatron would be up high, and Sandalphon would be down low, and then Michael would be to the south, and Uriel to the north, Gabriel to the west, yeah, west, and then Raphael to the east, I believe. But that's kind of how the division of source works, and it splits out into these archangel energies. In me being Metatron, I honestly, I'm pretty sure that I went through a phase of being Michael, and but I think I probably started out as Metatron, but I had to like go through that phase because I was identifying with Michael a lot more. But or I just ascended past, or I started out as Michael and I ascended past and went, or not ascended past, I guess, but just went into a different light source or frequency of Metatron. But yeah, so I was having this issue of not being able to stay grounded, and last night I had or wait, was that this morning? That might have been this morning when I meditated in my bed. But I had this vision, and I saw myself, and I stood right before this being that had this black kind of not dress, or maybe it was some sort of like formal attire, and that was, so right before that I went into this like police station, like this interdimensional police station, and they put this black vest on me, and they asked me to say my name, and I gave them my name, and then I went into the next vision, and I saw which was Archangel Sandalphon, and which is darker. Like if you think of Metatron as white, above, and then you think of Sandalphon as darker, which is below. It's kind of like the whole yin yang thing, and like the yin, or the dark one has the light inside of it, and the light one has the dark inside of it, and that's kind of how like the two fractals of source work, and like if you combine those two, then that's like an avatar being, an avatar state. So yeah, I put that vest on, and then I saw him, and he told me, he's like, all of your anxieties and worries are gonna go away now. And like I've talked about before how it felt like my soul was leaving my body, which was definitely, it was happening for sure. And he was, and the other thing they said was like, this vest is it's gonna basically be on your astral body for a while to or permanently maybe, just to solidify you inside of your vessel. So like your vessel is protected. It's like a bulletproof vest basically. And they took me to like the whole police thing too was because my my auric field and my not auric field, but like my magnetic, the toroid, I forget what that's called, just your energy field around your body, it had impurities in it, and like attachments, like I was saying, like these different beings, these Anunnaki beings were trying to screw with me, and they said that this bulletproof vest it'll be like a bulletproof vest, and make those impurities go away, and make my auric field impenetrable basically. So that's it. Like right now I feel so amazing compared to like I said, I've been working so hard because I've known that I've had these impurities, and I've known that I've had these weaknesses, and my mind has been all over the place because I stopped meditating for a couple months, but that it wasn't the underlying issue. The underlying issue is I was like being more service to self, and allowing these other service to self beings to latch onto me, and kind of steer me in in a negative direction. And from what I've read in this book that was channeled through the Pleiadians, is that these Anunnaki beings live for like 300,000 or 500,000 years or something like that. And you can only imagine if they've been on Earth for that long, like they've got some pretty good trickery up their sleeves to screw with us starseeds, you know. So yeah, and that's why the archangels are here, and that's why we're fixing this place and dismantling and we're actually destroying demons and destroying these and transmuting, I should say, these lower frequencies and sending these negative attachments and lower frequencies to source to dissolve them and let them merge back with the oneness and the source, you know. And yeah, that's just my update, and everything is going wonderful right now. I can't tell you how amazing I feel right now. It's so blissful. And yeah, if you're stuck, if you are having trouble being grounded, call Archangel Sandalphon, because he's the one that's got your back for sure. And call on Metatron and Sandalphon and all of the archangels, really. And there was a really good archangel meditation that I found when I was up in Washington. But it's this guy that basically you sit down and then you call all of them into existence. Like you call Metatron, you call Sandalphon, you call Michael, you call Uriel, you call Raphael, you call Gabriel, you know, and you call all of them and they'll come and hold space for your energy field and heal you, you know. And getting one of these pyramids, I highly recommend that. That pyramid is definitely like a lifesaver. Holy crap, it puts you into like an energy vortex and like an energy bubble, basically, like a 5D bubble that will draw out many of these impurities if you sit under it and meditate, and especially doing Kriya yoga, meditating with your energy going up and down. Yeah, other than that, not a whole lot to say. It's just been a wild ride, and I'm happy to be of service to everyone as Archangel Metatron. Peace.